So working with influencers is a whole masterclass on its own that we've had to learn over time. The reality is you have to understand, what is the influencer's raison d'etre? Why are they doing this, right? And most of them are trainers or coaches or consultants themselves, advisors, if you will. And so they're always looking for the next gig. And they know that the rates they can charge are proportionate to the perception the customer or the consumer has of them. So I may think very highly of Anthony Robbins. He's the guru when it comes to self-help. Whereas the person down the block who I don't really know, but my buddy referred them to me, they might be equally talented, but because I don't know them, I'm going to pay them less money. It's just the way the brand works. So understanding that brand is critical to the influencers, what we've done is use that to our advantage. So the first thing we did is we went to the social media where your customers reside. In our case, there's a heavy influence of LinkedIn, then followed maybe by Twitter, but really LinkedIn is number one. And you can do keyword searches on hashtags and everything else. And once you start to identify who many of the players are, for example, look at all the trade shows in your industry. Who's speaking? Start by following those people first and watching what they're saying on LinkedIn and watching who's commenting. And in all those comments, who else are people talking about? Oh, so I'm following person A, but in the comments, many people talked about person B. Well, who's person B? Let me go check them out. Do that for like 3 months. You got to figure it all out. Once you've got all those people out, you connect with them. And then you continue to follow stuff and you start commenting on their stuff. And a comment isn't a like or an attaboy or I like your point of view and way to go, because that adds no value. It just gets lost in the noise. The comments are actually when you add a perspective. Often the best way to do it is to challenge them. In other words, Mr. Influencer, you said A, B, and C, and I agree with A and B, but I disagree with C, and here's why, and what do you say? Other people who are in that comment thread notice you. And if you do it right, if you're provocative but respectful enough, the influencer will actually respond to you and say, great point, Darryl. This is why I have the stance on point number C. Okay, he knows your name because now you've had a discussion. So you keep doing this a few more times, and then you approach them and say, listen, let's do a podcast together or a webinar together. I'll do all the work. But let's say use a webinar as an example. Let's do a webinar together. I'll do all the work. I'll build the deck. I'll do all the invites. I'll promote the living bejesus out of you, headshots, branding. I'll do video promotion. We'll pay for it on Facebook and on LinkedIn and on banners and on pay-per-click. We're going to blitz the world with you. And all you need to do is show up for 1 hour because you know this like the back of your hand. You've written books on it. You speak on it. So no prep work required for you. So I'm not impacting your consulting fees with other clients. And then when I'm done, I'm going to, if I get 300, 500, 1,000 people at that event, I'm going to send them all to you for you to follow up and engage with and pursue your own business opportunities. And they always go, well, that's a good deal. I'm in. And once you do that, now you've got that influencer, because what happens is they like the content, they like the experience, and they go, you know what, Darryl, you're a good guy. And then from there, you've now broken through that barrier. You've got a personal relationship, and then it's up to you to maintain it. So you drop their name, you reference them, you send business their way. And for us, it took a full year when we started this process that we sat back and we said, wow, dramatic change in our public perception, in our engagement, in our awareness. But it was a full year. So you need to give yourself permission to make that long-term investment.